Hello, I'm Karina Paiza from WBOC here at WBOC's historic Studio D. You're watching Delmarva Life.
And don't forget, you can catch Karina's report on the Kent County Quads. Airs tonight on WBOC News at 10 on Fox 21.
By the way, I want to say thank you to Sophia and Sierra for their Team Little But Brave armbands that they gave us. It was great talking to them.
Yes, it was.
What a great couple of kids. Well, as we work to maintain healthy heart, monitoring your blood pressure is one way to stay heart healthy. Peninsula Home Care is making sure everyone is in the know by offering free blood pressure screenings throughout Delmarva. Now, it's all part of their Heartbeats tour going on through the end of the month. Brian Spiros joined in on one screening in Salisbury and found out what you need to know.
Roughly 68 million people in the U.S. have high blood pressure, and many of them don't even know it.
People need to realize that high blood pressure can be deadly.
Sandra Russ is a registered nurse with Peninsula Home Care and manager of the Seaford branch. She's part of the Heartbeats tour going on this month as Peninsula Home Care offers free blood pressure screenings open to the public.
Explain what you've seen so far doing all of these screenings.
Most of them already are on blood pressure medicine, and they're just coming in for us to check it for them, and they put it on their little card. The younger people, they didn't even realize their blood pressure was high.
Before talking about what's high and what's low, it's important to understand what blood pressure is all about. It's basically the amount of force blood is exerting on the walls of your arteries as it's pumped from your heart. When someone takes your blood pressure, they're looking at two numbers. First is the systolic, often referred to as the top number. That shows blood pressure while your heart is beating. Second, diastolic, which is considered the bottom number. That shows blood pressure when the heart is at rest, between beats. Peninsula Home Care says normal blood pressure is 120/80 or lower.
So of those two numbers, is there one in particular that people should be paying closer attention to, and why?
A lot of research is saying the bottom number is more important because that's the pressure when your heart's at rest.
There are several risk factors that can cause high blood pressure. First, there are uncontrollable risk factors, which include race, age, and perhaps most important, heredity.
If your parents have high blood pressure or your brothers or sisters have high blood pressure, you really need to go get yours checked.
Then there are the controllable factors such as obesity, too much salt, alcohol, smoking, lack of exercise, and stress. If any of these factors made your list, you could very well have high blood pressure. Sandra says your body can also be sending you signs that something is wrong.
If you have headaches a lot, because sometimes it's not migraines, it could be your pressure's really high. If you get short of breath when you're doing some exercising, that can affect your blood pressure. If you start sweating a lot, it can be your blood pressure. Or even if you have chest pain, it can be related to your blood pressure.
If you experience any of these symptoms, Peninsula Home Care suggests you call your doctor. And remember, anyone can fall victim to high blood pressure, from the very young to the very old. I decided to have my pressure taken during the screening. I'm 30 years old, I try to eat healthy, and I'm active. My blood pressure must be fine, right?
I think it's 162/94.
Is that high?
Yes, it is.
The stress and lack of exercise may be to blame.
So Pam took my blood pressure, which was high. What should I be doing from this point on?
I would try to stay away from fatty foods and try to decrease your salt. Try to reduce the stress in your life from your job, and exercise.
That advice can go a long way and help lower your blood pressure in a matter of days. But reversing the long-term effects of high blood pressure isn't that easy.
Explain what kind of complications you see when high blood pressure goes untreated for an extended period of time.
The main thing you'll see is a stroke. It can be mini or it can be a massive stroke. Another one is your kidney disease. You go to kidney failure, have to end up on dialysis. And congestive heart failure is another one, and coronary artery disease.
Case in point, Sandra urges you check your blood pressure routinely If it's high, call your doctor. Maintain a healthy lifestyle even if you're on high blood pressure medication. Small steps that can help curb big problems later in life.
Well, Brian just mentioned nearly 68 million people have high blood pressure, and if you break those numbers down, that's 1 in 3 adults in the U.S. That means if it's not the guy on this side of you or on that side of you, it might be you. It is the primary cause of death for 348,000 Americans each year. And now that you know the causes of it, here are some more practical ways that you can lower your numbers.
69% of people who have their first heart attack, 77% of people who have their first stroke, and 74% of people with chronic heart failure have high blood pressure. 3 simple steps to lower your blood pressure before it's too late. Step 1, eat soy. 19 milligrams of soy a day, and you may be able to lower your systolic blood pressure, the top number, by an average of 5.5 points. Step 2, go easy on the painkillers. A new study shows that taking a few doses of NSAIDs found in ibuprofen raises systolic blood pressure by 5 points. Step 3, listen to slow-paced music. Recent research found that hearing a melodic Mozart during a visit to the doctor lowered blood pressure for an average of 6.5 points for 40 hypertension patients. Lowering your blood pressure, 1 point at a time.
And you hear it all the time. We've been telling you, go easy on the salt. Reducing the average population sodium intake from 3,300 milligrams to only 2,300 milligrams per day may reduce cases of high blood pressure by 11 million and save $18 billion spent on health care annually.
Well, still ahead on Delmarva Life, nothing warms the heart like a home-cooked meal or a dessert, but in many cases it's not good for the heart. Some simple substitutions to turn comfort food into heart-healthy food, plus how to make a heart-healthy chocolate cake.
But first, are you looking to save a few extra bucks? This Rinnai tankless water heater can keep you warm and save you some money on your energy bill. Austin Cox Home Services is teaming up with Delmarva Life, giving away one of these water heaters. It's a $3,500 value. Here's how you can win. Go to delmarvalife.com. Left-hand side of the home page, you'll find the contest button. Click on that. That will take you directly to the Austin Cox Home Services Facebook page, and all you have to do is like the page and then fill out the entry form for the tankless water heater. And good luck.